What up? I'm Josh Paulison, and welcome to my programming vlog. So one of the things that's kind of tricky when it comes to working with ShowPony is that we have defaults, but then we also have values that the users can pass, and then we also have values that the users could have saved inside of a cookie. So let me show you what's going on here. So we are defining a constant save system using data or null. Each of these first start with data. Now this data variable is based on the cookie and exploding its values. And the cookie is multiple values. A cookie is just a string, and the values are separated by ampersands. So we end up exploding that, and then each of those corresponds to a value. So the first value in data corresponds to save system, the second to current save, language, subtitles, and the level of quality that we're checking. So our first step is we want to see if the user has defined anything specific, any specific settings that they want to use. Then if that is empty, if that doesn't exist, and actually something that I just realized that I'll have to fix is that usually this will include 0, so with quality this won't quite work. If you set quality to 0, it might set it to something else. But it will end up saying, hey, this doesn't exist. Go to the next value. Now a save system, if there's not one set, then we'll assume null. If there's not a current save, we'll assume autosave. And for language, we will next go to get language. Now this is the user-defined setting for language, but this is the creator-defined setting for language. This is set inside of the call to ShowPony. So if I go over to index.html, here the data path is called, and this is just called to create a ShowPony. If I end up changing this to language equals Spanish, ES, which is the short for Spanish, and I'm going to have to refresh the web page, then it should default if I'm not using a bookmark. Well, I already have a setup for it. I already have saved data for it, but it would default to Spanish. I'm going to go back to ShowPony here and show you more. So first, it will end up checking the user's cookie, their save data. Then it will check what the person passed to PHP, and then it will go with the default that we established in settings. Same with subtitles, and same with the level of quality. So the trick with this kind of system is that you want to make sure that you know what is the most important option, or what is the trumping option, and then what options would trump next. It's kind of like a hierarchy. So in this case, our hierarchy goes as follows. It has number 1 is our user decision. So number 1 is user choice. Number 2 is creator choice. And number 3 is defaults. And I love using the null coalescing operator inside of PHP because it makes this very easy to display. We start with, hey, is there any data from the cookie? If not, then we'll go with the next option, which may be a default, or it may be a creator choice, and then it will be a default if that's not available. That's a system that I'm using here in order to make sure that whatever is chosen is based on the hierarchy and is based truly on what the users want and what has been decided by creators and based on the defaults.